The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
All right, we have not played the Metallica Double Dose yet for this morning. Well, we got third row tickets up for grabs today, Taco, right?
Yes, third row tickets today for the big JRR Metallica show, second row tomorrow, and front row on Friday.
You be the 101st caller once the second of the two Metallica songs play back-to-back. Has not happened yet. We'll keep reminding you. Dog, I definitely want to get some insider scoop from you on this investor that's been revealed for the Orlando organization, but I'm thinking we need to hit the Magic first, right?
Yeah, the Magic. Season over. The defending champion Celtics close out the Magic last night. 120-89, a 31-point victory for the Celtics. Magic in the season. They get closed out 4-1. In the series. It was the Magic were up by halftime. They were up in the third quarter. That's when Paolo Banchero picked up three quick, controversial, and crucial fouls that sent him to the bench. Had 5 fouls early in the second half. The fifth foul came when Jaylen Brown was driving to the basket, went up for a shot, and it looked to me that he elbowed Paolo in the face, but officials said Paolo stepped into Jaylen Brown as he shot, and that was that. After he went to the bench, the Celtics scored 31 of the next 40 points, and game over. I'm not going to say that the Magic lost because of the officiating. I think the Celtics probably would have won this game anyways, but I thought a couple of those calls were ticky-tacks. Were you guys watching it all?
I did watch the highlights this morning. It's the officiating, not just in that game, but across the board has been interesting. I'll use that word.
All I did, Dog, was follow the score on my phone, and I was happy to see them go in to halftime leading, but you had that feeling in your gut, like, can they hold it?
Yeah. Again, I'm not blaming the officials. The Magic scored only 100 points once in this series. That was in Game 2 when they barely hit 100 that night. The Magic lost the series because they can't shoot and they can't score. I mean, Paolo and the Franz Wagner, they had great series, but last night, Magic 8 of 38 from three-point range, 21.1%. They've been the worst three-point shooting team all season long, and it came back to bite in this series yet again. So that's the story of the Magic season.
Hey, just for the record, Mike and Taco, I do not relish in the fact that I predicted the Magic will go down in 5 to the Celtics.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't relish that, but
no, but good prediction on your side. And Dog, I predict, as I said earlier, and I think Pat agrees, and I believe you would, we have a great team to look forward to.
Yeah, Franz and Paolo, great building blocks. Two of the biggest young stars in the league, 22 and 23 years old. So yes, the Magic's future looks great. But as I wrote in my column in today's Sentinel, this needs to be the last time that Magic fans walk away from a first round playoff exit feeling good about their team. All right. It needs the expectations need to rise next year. The training wheels need to come off, and Magic need to get into the playoffs and win some playoff games or win a playoff series next year. That's my thought.
I see him doing it.
All right.
I hope so. Nuggets beat the Clippers last night. They take a 3-2 lead in that series. Jamal Murray, 43 points. Pacers close out the Bucks 4-1. Now the future of the Bucks is in jeopardy. Obviously, Damian Lillard ruptured his Achilles tendon. Giannis Antetokounmpo, there are rumors that maybe he may want to be traded because it doesn't look like the Bucks are going to be making any championship runs anytime soon. This is their third straight first round exit. So where is Giannis going to end up? Will he stay in Milwaukee or go elsewhere? Pistons beat the Knicks last night, so they stay alive. That series is 3-2 in favor of the Knicks, but they're headed back to Detroit for Game 6, so we'll see what happens there. The baseball story Lynch is talking about, some big-time investors have been revealed. The Sentinel has a story in today's paper. You can read it at OrlandoSentinel.com. Rick Workman is the major investor. He owns a home in Isleworth. He's the founder of Heartland Dental, which is the nation's largest dental support company. He's committed to be the anchor investor. And John Morgan, who we all know, the billionaire lawyer who founded, Morgan & Morgan Law Firm, the largest personal injury law firm in the country. He's committed to hundreds of millions of dollars if, in fact, we build a stadium and get a team here. So two heavyweights are backing this. Now, hey, this is serious, guys. I'm tired of everybody thinking, oh, it's the Orlando Dreamers. This is just a pipe dream. It's not. This is real. The Tampa Bay Rays are in jeopardy of leaving Tampa, and we need to have our ducks in a row to get this done. And again, you've got Rick Workman, you've got John Morgan behind this. This is serious. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Orlando to get a Major League Baseball team. It's time for our politicians and city leaders to say they're backing this effort. That's what we need to happen. So, your thoughts?
Does Scott Maxwell approve?
No, well, of course not.
Old stick in the mud. Hey, no, I gotta, in all honesty here, in seriousness, what is the actual lay of the land as far as Tampa staying in the Tampa area? Are they going to revisit the idea of building a stadium in the Tampa area? I know.
Yes, I'm sure they will, but they've been trying that for decades now, and it hasn't worked. And Ron DeSantis, our governor, has talked to Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, and the commissioner of baseball wants a second team in Florida, which is the third most populous state in the country. And if it's not going to be in Tampa Bay, maybe they still end up getting a stadium in Tampa Bay. Great if that happens. But if that doesn't happen, we need to be ready to pounce because they want to keep a team in Florida, and Orlando is the only other option. It's not like they're going to put a team in Jacksonville.
And if they did put a stadium here for baseball, it would be out near SeaWorld, I hear.
Aquatica, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
All right,
which I have no problem with that.
No.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I'd like it to be closer, but,
Bulldog, your prediction tonight as the NHL first-round playoff series between your Florida Panthers and most of Central Florida's Lightning is in Tampa tonight with the Panthers in a position to close them out.
You know what? Even though I'm a huge Panthers fan, as you guys know, been following them since the advent of the franchise, I would sort of like to see this series go a little longer because it's good for sports talk, good for conversation.
It's good.
I don't want the Lightning fans to be so distraught after getting closed out in 5. So.
He is Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game weekday mornings on Jason Does, and he takes a few minutes every morning out of his show to join here for the sports page on JRR.
By the way, a happy birthday to Willie Nelson. You've got the money, honey. I've got the time. Oh, oh.
Legends are always on demand.
Download their podcast daily on our free iHeartRadio app.
Get it now at WJRR.com.